My name is Bhushan Dahal. Born, raised, educated, worked, married in Nepal, Kathmandu, and right now I am here at Florida State University doing my Ph.D. In Educational Leadership and Policy Studies. I'm in my second year. So Nepal basically is in the Southeast Asia of the world map, a really tiny country squeezed between India and China, but a country which is culturally very rich, great food, and a lot of people have said me it's a country where there are people who is really warm. So that's the culture that I grew up in, So the name of organization is Kids of Kathmandu, started in 2010. Two of my co-founders who are from New York, they went to Nepal to celebrate their honeymoon. They thought they want to spend their honeymoon in an orphanage, doing their volunteer work, fell in love with the kids, came back to US, thought they want to do more. So they started this non-profit 501c here in US. So I'm the first hire of an organization on the ground because I was in Nepal. So that's when I started my journey with Kids of Kathmandu. Initially, I was more of a liaison between the project that was happening on the ground, which in this case was an orphanage, and the group in US who were raising funds, trying to help everyone. So I was doing this liaison work of communicating or bridging the gap. And then 2015 happened. Nepal was hit by a huge earthquake. There are two good things that I would say happened after earthquake. One, it happened on a weekend because given the structure of the school and houses and everything that we have back home, it would have been really, really bad if it was on a weekdays and kids were in school. But that leads to a lot of school damage. The other thing was the world attention came to Nepal saying that, there was an earthquake, how can we help? So there were a lot of people who were willing to help. So there were a lot of money that is coming in, a lot more than what we expected. And we were at this stage where we have money, where people have said, just do something because people need help in Nepal. And we were okay, what can we do? So our initial response was, let's try to do this relief work. So I think on the third day of the earthquake, we were on ground, collected a team and doing a relief work. In a time frame of 3 weeks or so, we served around 20,000 people. We were able to help the people that need the help. There were people who were giving the funds. We were bridging that gap. And in that time of 3 weeks, we realized how bad public school structure was damaged. So we started building temporary school. I mean, it was decent enough for 1 year, but it was at least a space where they can just go, have some whiteboard, have something to sit and play, have some fun. So that is basically a transition from our small world to a chance of scaling it to the bigger project. And we were okay, we'll do now a real school. So we transitioned from temporary school to a permanent school. So the point where I'm coming is, till this point, we have organizations those who would give one school. We are also working with one organization from Spain who we reached out, who help with our support system. By support system, we mean, we were building school, but it was more of a building, right? So how would you make that building a school? Because it's two different things. Then we realized we need a computer lab to make it a school. We need a library to make it a school. We need a water purification system to make it a school. We need a furniture to make it a school. So we thought again, going back to changing this crisis into opportunity. Yes, we are building school, but do we have enough opportunity at this stage where we can really give them a better school? I'm a believer that if you want to enter into a non-profit world, you need to have that heart, because this world is intended to serve people, right? There's always this big debate between, do you need to listen to your head or heart? You have to be smart enough to use your head, but your heart has to be in place with the intent that you want to help those people. So having that learning that, I want to serve, I want to help, I think is very key if you want to go into this world of non-profit and make an impact. Because if you don't enjoy that change, it's really hard to motivate. Again, one story that really helped me, very initially. So we were building this school, and one thing in terms of design that we did was we were painting all the doors and windows with different colors, very simple. One classroom with red, yellow, blue, green, just fun. So one day we were there and this little girl came to me and said, brother, you know what? I'm in red class right now and I'm going to the yellow class next year. So it was not going from grade 3 to grade 4. Like, it's a small thing. But if they are seeing that, if they are getting that visual love for the small kind of thing, that makes me happy. If I close my eyes and think, in this like 11th school that we have built, I don't think, the 11th school or I think like around 6,000 students, I don't visualize it. For me, it's just, those few stories, few people who is coming to me saying that, I have loved the furniture of our new classroom. I have loved how much air we have. I have loved this one particular book in the library. That gives me happiness. And I think that just keeps me really inspired to do more of this work. So just if you get motivated or if you get inspired to help community people is the first stage.